Jesus, would you listen to yourself? You know what your problem is? Here. When I was 11 years old, I went to a summer dance camp. I think it was like 4 weeks long. I was a very serious little dancer then. Ooh, I was going to be a ballerina, the best damn one you'd ever did see. Anyway, we would take class in the morning, break for lunch, class in the afternoon, break, then we would dance all night. I loved it. I thought, this is going to be my life. So, when we break for lunch, we would sit in the middle of the studio, cross-legged in a circle, and we would tell the teacher what we had to eat while eating it, like it was nutrition education crap for the camp. And she would judge it out loud and tell you if it was healthy and how much and all that crap, like some fucking health food talent show. Well, your girl loves pickles, not those shitty sweet ones. Get those the fuck away from me. It's the dill. All the dill. I love that crunch of that vinegar. Now, my mom weren't making me no nice packed lunch with heart drawn in the bag or anything like that. I mean, to this day, I'm convinced the only reason I was even able to dance is to get me out of the goddamn house, you know? Like, here, go, $5 for lunch, get the fuck out of here, see ya. So I always had some sad Subway, 7-Eleven kind of sandwich shit, you know? There's yellow-ass lettuce, plastic cheese, limp, probably slimy meat, and on that bread that's so stale and chewy it could take out a molar. Oh, and a bag of Sun Chips to be classy. And my sandwich was always lined with dill pickles. Sandwich slice, just sweet, briny, amazing dill pickles. And every day, my teacher would scold me for having those pickles. Tisk tisk, she'd say, you know what I'm going to say? Perfect nutrition, except you have got to break up with those pickles. It's too much salt. They're going to make you fat. You're going to never be a dancer. Yada, 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 yada. So one day, before the camp ended, I finally stopped with the pickles. I didn't bring them to class, and I didn't eat them for years. I gave them up. It was hard. It was, I'm not going to lie. And why did I do that? Because some spandex-suited adult told me that those pickles were going to get in the way of the life I wanted. And I believed her. So I didn't have pickles for years. I felt guilty even thinking about having a pickle. Thinking, I'm never going to be a dancer. I'm going to die if I eat those pickles. So one day, I overhear this podcast thing. And there's this sugar expert lady who is a nutritionist who says that pickles and pickled food is one of the best damn things that you can eat. Because it like does some shit with your blood and your blood and the sugars and the blood levels and the glucose and all that shit, and it like levels it out and crap. And so the moral of the story is you should eat pickles every day before every meal. So I went out to the store right then and there, and I bought up as many jars of dill pickles as I could. I ate them whole. I even drank the juice and shit. Oh my God, it was heaven. The point is, ain't nobody know what the fuck they're talking about. But they're going to say it real confident to convince you that they do. And they're going to do that to make themselves feel big or make you feel smaller, to try to control you, or really for whatever the hell fucking reason that you are never going to know. So all you got to do is eat your goddamn pickles and fuck them. This monologue I wrote, and it is partially a true story from my life. I was a dancer. I trained as a dancer all as a kid, and I was actually a professional dancer in Chicago for many, many years. And one of the dance camps that I went to, there was a nutrition component that was ran by the dance teacher, who is not a dietitian or a nutritionist. And I would have dill pickles with my lunch every day. Often it was a sub sandwich. And hey, Chicago. And every day she would scold me about the pickle, to the point where I got shamed into it and I stopped eating dill pickles for a really, 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 really long time. And that part is true. And I eventually started eating dill pickles again. It took a while, but I didn't have this like whole thing with a sugar person and podcasts and whatever. That's not it. But it stuck with me, this scolding, telling me what to do, equating my pickle eating with my ability to have a professional dance career. So I put that story into this character, Crystal, who wanted to have this ballet career and clearly is not a ballet dancer, but more of a exotic dancer, showgirl type, and not in like Vegas fancy top level of that, in kind of small town seedy level of that. And she is talking to her fellow dancer who is younger and faced with this dilemma about whether or not to stay in their small town or to move to Vegas and try and make it big. And is bemoaning this, and well, my boyfriend is saying I probably won't even succeed, and my mom is saying I'm just going to end up coming home, and my sister's going to say I'm going to lose all my money, and this and that and this. And it's gotten to a point where this has just kept going, and Crystal is like, look, don't become like me. You have to live your life. And so I couched that in this pickle story, which was sort of a lesson that I learned from that experience. I hope you enjoyed. Come back for number 25, and we'll keep going with the challenge. Thanks very much.